Tony here, Ram Ventures 2.0 and Stitch. Oh, he's got the glove on. He's just unhooking the trailer. So where are we at and what are we doing? So where we're at
Rampart Range Reservoir at the Thunder Ridge campground. That's it.
That's it. It was a beautiful drive up here. All the aspens are changing colors. So the first thing that we did is Stitch backed up and got the trailer set. Usually he's hammock camping, but because we got his puppy along, which is, you're going to meet her in a little while, but he just took her and got her set up in the shade. And he's going to work on getting this set up, and I'm going to go take my hammock.
Yep, you should do that.
I should do that.
I have a nice place. My place to sleep is already set up, so
all right.
Tony's got to set up his place to sleep.
Yeah, so,
yep.
Well, here I go.
There he goes.
I'm going to be a while. All right, so while Stitch is getting everything set up, I'm going to sit here with Ruffles for a minute. I did just walk around the property or the camping area. I've got 2 trees picked out. I've got my backpack laying over there, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But this is, I got to say, this is an amazing spot. I don't think I've camped in a spot like this before, just with all the pines and the aspens. Stitch had said this is a great time of year to come out here, and we talked about that last year up at the Adirondacks, and I said, you coming out? He said, you got to come out towards the end of September, early October, best time to camp in Colorado, and I'm agreeing with that already. Yeah, so he's up there working on getting things set up, but like I said, I'm going to go get my hammock done and get that set up. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so we should be good. All right, get this unclipped. So I threw this in my car before I drove out here, and I think everything is in here that I need, I hope. So this is my tarp. Like I said, we're not going to use that. So there's the straps. All right, well, let's get this hooked up. I think that's a perfect distance. All right, here we go. Well, that didn't take long. So I still have it in the snake skin. Stitch is over there splitting some firewood for our fire later. So we're going to have a fire a little bit later, and we're going to do some cooking. I did bring the game cam along, and Stitch said that there might be a good spot down that way, which we might take a walk down there as well. All right. And I do have the under quilt and the top blanket in here, and I just kind of threw it all together because the last time that I used this, yeah, I had to close up shop really quick. So I'm going to get things reorganized, reset up, and then I'll show you my hammock. Okay, let's give it a sit, see how it feels. Hopefully get my Stitch just gave me a hand getting my under quilt adjusted. One of the things that I didn't really ever do is I just ran it straight down. But he was saying it kind of should be a little crooked so that your one shoulder, when you're laying with your head up this way, your shoulder wants to be covered by the underquilt, and then just a little offset. Oh, that's feeling good. So that should be very, very comfortable. I do have the top blanket underneath of the hammock itself because I'm planning on using a different top quilt because it is supposed to get down to, I believe, 47 tonight. Probably 40. Okay. All right. Well, we got some more stuff to get ready. So just another real quick look at it. This is the hammock. And so the ground does slope down. It goes down there. Stitch and I walked over there to the edge. It's a gradual, well, not so gradual, but it's a long way down that way. He did say that there's a trail that way, and him and Miss Stitch walked that way the other week. Saw a ton of game down there. So, like I said, we're going to try to get the game cam hooked up at some point. But I think we're all set with our hammock. Good deal. All right, so that's my spot there. And Stitch was cutting up all the firewood, and now he's eating his Sammy. Ruff's got an eyeball on it. Give me that sandwich. All right, hey Stitch, I want to check out this thing. Now, what is your unit called?
Yeah, this is a Pando 2 by Off Grid Trailers, company up in Canada. It is a off-road teardrop, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's inspired by the teardrop, but this isn't the normal teardrop look. But you notice that's a pretty hefty tire.
Yeah.
That, you know, we had on there. It also has, I believe they're Timbrum axles. So there's no straight axle across, so ground clearance. And you can maybe get a B-roll picture of that later or just take a photo of it. But there's no straight axle with like leaf springs. These are independent axles, so my ground clearance and covering.
Well, very nice.
The funny thing is, these tires are bigger than the tires on the truck that's
really?
So if I can't get through it with a truck, or if I can, this definitely will.
Oh, nice.
It also uses this sort of coupler. I forget the name of it. I apologize.
No, that's good.
But like a normal ball hitch, you start to twist, so you get one vehicle's over here and the other vehicle's like this.
Oh, right. Yeah, especially for off-road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this particular coupler rotates this way.
Okay.
And then the shoe that fits in rotates back and forth. So it covers all these.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, this is all pinned in. So, you know, if you've got a vehicle cranked over one way and you're doing, which you do,
right?
You know, you're going to find yourself in that position. That's kind of what that coupler's for.
All right.
Yeah, so you've got the ability to plug into shore power, like a normal plug. But there is no power here. Well, there is, but not at the. And there's also a solar plug.
Oh.
So you can plug a solar system, which I do have, but I didn't bring it with me. So.
Oh, very nice.
Through some of the hatches that we have on this side. This is where the batteries are located, and then I'm using this basically for storage. So I've got blocks that I've stored down below. I've got an inverter system, so if I wanted to run something that was 120, I can run it off of these batteries through this guy.
Oh, very nice.
I keep my porta toilet in here.
Okay.
Which we'll chat about in a minute. I got a tool bag, the poopy poop kits that go into my toilet. So that all just kind of goes in there. I use a high lift stand. Works really well to put these wheels on for this arc tongue lift. So it actually blocks it.
Oh.
I had some problems initially with it, kind of wanting to wander around.
Really?
So that's not actually its purpose in life. It's supposed to be for a high lift.
Okay.
But I find this works perfect. It fits the tires perfect. It does everything I need it to do. In here, this is where the Propex heater is. So this is a heater that heats the cabin.
Yeah.
This is the hot water heater, heat the hot water. This is your shower should you...
Very cool. Oh, wow.
should you want it. And one of the optional, but well, some of these things are optional.
Right.
But yeah, this is your hot water heater. But you notice I got a little thing to hang this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This up here
Yeah.
folds out, comes apart, sticks out, drops down. It's a big curtain.
Okay.
So I can use my porta pit
Yeah.
in there normally. And
Yeah.
if you want to take a shower, we generally grab something like
Yeah,
that.
stool, yeah.
But
Stand
and then
up.
you hang that thing up and
Nice.
it's a big shower thing. So it's basically a combo outhouse shower as you need to. So
very good.
got a very small propane tank, but you really don't need much on there. And then what most people like to look at is the teardrop portion, which is the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
So I've got good storage up here. Got storage here. Got storage for whatever you need there. Storage here, obviously. I have a wash basin in there that I can use. Dump that. And then I keep all the plates and stuff and silverware and such.
Yeah.
But the really cool thing, at least this wife like this way, is this thing goes out.
Oh, that is nice.
And that's got storage for, foodstuffs and spices and things.
Yeah.
And we drove a very rough road, so everything's kind of needs to be reconfigured. But at any rate, that's a super nice feature. Comes with a stove. There's your stove. I need to clean it a little bit, but it's a gas-powered stove.
Okay.
We normally just use this as a working surface most of the time.
Yeah.
I cook other methods.
Right.
Comes with a USB charging port here and a light for the overhead here. I have storage down here. And you get a fridge. This is a nice, I'll show you where the other fridge is, but this is a pretty nice little fridge. It's not a three-way, and those that know. So it's either 120 or DC powered.
Okay.
And then I've got water, 14 gallons here of water. And then below here, I have another substantial, I think it's about 30 gallons of water tank. It's an awful lot to put. That's a lot of weight to put in this thing. But let's see, I've covered all that. Then we'll go in here so you can get a quick look at what's going on here. I happen to have a dog in here.
There
apparently.
she is.
She seems to be, it is a little warm in there, but she seems to be happier in there.
Yeah.
But go ahead and poke your head in there. You can see the shelves. The upper right side, you're looking at the Propex where the heater kind of comes from, and the operation from the heater. You've got USB ports up there. You've got AC parts that run off the, and then you've got a remote control here for that overhead fan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see it there. Right there. Real handy. And the fan up top, keeping the air circulating.
Yeah, trying to keep Ruff cool.
Yeah, Ruff's doing good.
And there's two different big versions of these. One's the Expedition, the other's the Pando. The Pando has this teardrop kitchen type affair.
Okay.
The Expedition doesn't. It has storage back there. But what the Pando provides you is that small refrigerator in the back. Both the Expedition, I mean, if you took everything cut that off and went forward, they're the same, the exact same trailer. This is where your, now I've got a Dometic fridge that normally resides in here. But if you were with that other camper, this would be, basically it's your fridge, but I just put a cooler in because I don't want to, you know, it's a big power draw to be running 2 big fridges.
Right, right.
And so the stuff I really need to make sure stays cool stays in that back one. And here, you know, I just use this with ice because we're not making super long trips. But it slides out, so ordinarily, yeah. So it's available. The Expedition, this area here has a box. The box folds down. It has a sink and it has the propane cooktop.
Okay.
So you can cook here, and your fridge is right there.
Yeah. Like a little galley kitchen.
Yeah, it is. And then the last thing I'll mention is this awning. It's a pretty good size. Tony convinced me not to set it up because
it's not going to rain.
well, yeah, I normally set it up, but it also comes with a wall that you can zip into. That's what this is right here. So you can, it extends out that way, comes out a pretty significant part. You can zip that in.
Yeah.
And that just gives you like a giant tent vestibule, which is great for something like the Expedition where you can be inside cooking and stuff.
Right.
There really isn't much in the way other than that top door there.
Okay.
Protection-wise for the kitchen
yeah.
as it stands. So, any questions?
No, that's very cool. But I did see that you mentioned that's a. I think. Step back just a little bit so I can get the name. Pando.
Pando 2.
2 what?
2.0.
2.0.
Sad to say there's a Pando 3.0.
Oh, is there really? Oh, nice. Thanks a lot, Stitch. That's a really cool look.
Ruffles 1.0 inside.
Right. So Stitch, Ruff, and I are going to take a real quick walk. So there's our camp. So it's all set up. And I got the truck. And that is a really cool camper, Stitch. So there's about 20 some camping sites up around this loop. Now when we drove in we just looped around, but there's the reservoir down here, so Stitch, Ruff, and I are taking a quick walk down to see if we can see the reservoir from this end. But yeah, that's a good drop off there. It goes all the way down, so yeah, hopefully I can stick the game cam out in this area. I think that'd be nice. Then we got a campsite right there in the center. Oh, I'm gonna catch up to Stitch and Ruff. Oh, looks like they found a nice spot. I just got up to them. Oh, there's a nice reservoir here. Did you take a break? Were you taking a break?
Yeah, she's taking a break.
Oh, nice.
This isn't not bad. It's got a breeze, and
yeah.
she's in the shade, so
that's very good. Yeah, Ruff is what did you say? 14 years 14. Old. Oh wow. Oh yes. Found this spot under the picnic table. This is a nice spot, Stitch. This spot here, looking over the reservoir.
Well, yeah, no, it's nice. Nice there, but as far as like for you to set up a hammock,
oh yeah,
just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, unless I went way down, way down there. Well, those 2 trees right over there, I could have.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's a nice look here. Down at this camp spot or campsite right here, you can really see the reservoir good. And I just am so amazed. I've always wanted to see all of the aspens, and I've never seen them before yellow, but you've got a bunch of them working their way all the way down to the reservoir there. So there is a trail that'll take you down. Stitch was telling me that him and Miss Stitch walked the trail all the way down there. He said that might be a good place to put the game cam, but I'm thinking right over in this area, just off of the trail. He said they did see a lot of deer and stuff like that the last time they were here. Yeah, Stitch and Ruff already headed back. I'm going to stop at the pit toilet and use that real quick before I head back to camp. Yeah. I don't know if you're catching how beautiful this is. I hope you are, because it is amazing. Yeah, just with the mountain ranges way out in the distance. Very cool. So it's good to be able to camp with Ruff too, and the reason why is when I was here March a year ago, so about a year and a half ago, Ruff had just gone through chemo, so really exciting that I'm camping with Ruff and Stitch. When I was out, I didn't know that Ruff would still be here by the time I got back, so this is going to be a real treat. Yeah, it is. All right, yep, they're back at camp. What kind of coal is it?
Well, it's bitumen. Well, it's I generally use it when I'm cooking yakitori and stuff like that. So it's just hardwood charcoal.
Okay.
But I put regular briquettes in there because they catch better. But you're basically going to have a hardwood coal burger.
So we were sitting around camp talking about, I think we're going to eat soon. Yeah,
I think we should cook soon.
Cook soon, yeah. So
You do what you want.
yeah, true. So what is this little get up there you got the coal put in? You said that folds down?
Yeah, it collapses.
Okay.
So instead of having one of those big round, less expensive ones,
yeah,
but they're very functional that you have at your normal charcoal-y kind of deal.
Yeah.
This one's more for camp.
Okay.
So I use this to start.
Oh, nice.
Just get them going quicker.
Yeah.
Since we're at altitude, stuff, oddly enough, stuff doesn't like to try to catch fire as quickly as possible.
Right.
And lighters don't like to work.
Right, with the breeze. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly.
So what do you think of this camper?
I love the camper.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's everything you actually need for going out in the backcountry. All right, I want to make my hamburgers and Stitch. There's actually a game trail down there. So Stitch is actually going down there to set up the game cam. And, oh, it's a long way down. But he said there was a pretty good spot down there. He went for a little walk and to kind of see, we got a little bit of a runoff here. And a little bit further when I walked down to set the hammock up, I thought that I saw a game trail a little bit down further, but I was telling Stitch about it and he goes, you know what, let me take a walk down there. So he decided to go back down because he said he found a pretty good spot. So I'm going to get working on my hamburgers or I ain't eating. So when I was at the last video, well, I guess that's 2 videos ago, I was out in Kansas and went to ZD's Meats. And Tim, he had given me some Wagyu burgers. So that's what I'm having tonight. So I got to make my burger patties, but I did bring them along. So we've got them in the refrigerator up on the back of the unit. So I better get to making those or I'll be late to the party. Okay, I've got my burgers made. Now that was a whole pound of Wagyu. So I got 3 burgers there. And then we're going to put them on the charcoal. They'll be ready to dump here in a couple minutes. But until then, Stitch is up there at the trailer getting Ruff's dinner ready. Ruff's going to eat too.
Should be pretty good, I think, Tony. ready to go or not.
Yeah, I think it's ready to go.
Think so, or is it?
I think so. I don't know, maybe a minute longer. I get the professional hand on it.
That feels pretty darn warm.
I think so too.
You can wait a little bit. You're welcome to wait.
No, I think I'm gonna get to cooking. I'm getting hungry.
Make a sizzle sound.
It made a sizzle sound. A little sizzle. Good deal. I'll go ahead and salt them up. Ooh. That should be good. I gotta give them a flip real quick. See how they're looking. Ooh, that's looking good. Oh yeah, that was a hot spot there. Right there in that corner. Ooh, that's a smoky.
I wish you'd hurry up. I'm trying to eat too, you know.
I think I'm just gonna throw the cheese on.
So you're making a burger cake.
I'm making
a cheeseburger cake.
a cheeseburger cake. Yeah.
I like the concept.
A triple decker.
Well, of course. You and your carnivorous ways.
Right. That's not going to take long.
I guarantee you Ruff would enjoy eating that entire burger cake.
Yes, you would.
The cheese is not good for her.
Right.
But,
I wonder if I would just start stacking them now.
well, put the big one on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
And then I'm going to go with this one because that was a medium. And then we got a small.
I didn't bring candles for you to put in the burger cake.
What are you going to?
Happy burger cake to you. Happy burger cake.
Oh, that's a big burger cake. Ooh, that's a flaming. Yep, I think I'm going to get it off if I can keep it from timbering over. Get on there.
You're using your... Darlene, he's using his bad hand. Oh, look at that burger cake. Heck yeah.
Ooh, triple decker with cheese.
Now that melted out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Very
All right,
good.
I'm going to cook my burgers.
All right.
I think I'm going to put Ruff in her outfit.
Sounds good. Get Ruff in her little jacket. Yeah, it's definitely cooling off. Feels good by the fire, but she's in her little jacket.
She's starting to shake a little.
Yeah. As it is. You check the thermometer over here.
I did, but it didn't matter. I was like, figured she was getting close.
Yeah. I'm wondering what it is.
It was 60, I think, maybe.
Really? Yeah, 62. Yeah, cooling down fast. There, Stitch's burger just put on. Ooh, yum. All right, I'm gonna get over here to my burger.
I think you're feeling a lot warmer.
Oh yeah.
With this.
So, here you go, there it is again. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in while Stitch is cooking his. You got a couple minutes before you flip. So I'm gonna stick down here and.
Hi, dude. Just eat your stuff, man.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Eat that burger cake.
So this is that Wagyu that Tim had given me over there.
Tim from ZD Meats.
ZD Meats.
Oakley, Kansas.
Yeah. Oh.
Where the elite like to meet.
I'm just.
ZD Meats treat.
There you go. Hey, hit you up for a jingle.
No, I don't do
No.
jingles.
No jingles. All right, first bite.
I'm just making fun. How is it?
Oh my goodness, is that good?
Yeah?
Yeah, you should take a fork.
Stick
try
a fork
that.
in it? Is that what you're going to say?
Right. Yeah, you got to get a
I
taste
don't
of
know why
that.
I hang out with you. You can stick a fork in it.
Yeah, oh, that is amazing. That's good.
I do not cook my burgers rare or medium rare.
Yeah.
I do my steaks, that's
Right.
fine. But burger meat, that's a whole different bag of potatoes.
Ooh.
Or a whole different bag of burger meat.
Right. Last night, so I've never had reverse sear anything. And last night, Stitch did a reverse sear ribeyes last night. I think I've got a picture of it. Yeah, I'll put it up here. Oh man, that was amazing. First time I ever had right here. First time I ever had reverse sear. So it was amazing.
They just take a long. You can't.
Right.
Difficult to order them in a restaurant because it takes the whole purpose behind it.
Right.
It takes a while. So
Right. Usually you say about an hour.
45 minutes to an hour before you actually do the the final act.
The sear part.
Yeah, the searing part, the fun part, which you can do on a cast iron with some butter, in the oven if you want, or not in the oven, but
Right.
you could actually reverse sear. You can bake it in the oven and then sear it on the cooktop.
Huh?
The final thing. You're getting that cast iron wicked hot. Put a little
Butter.
Gucci butter in there and slap the bad boys down.
There you go. So that applewood, you threw the applewood in for the
that
smoke.
was like, you saw the
Yeah,
size of it,
one
just a
little block.
tiny little chunk.
And that was very, very smoky flavored. It was very good.
Yeah, you can overdo it if you try. I was trying for more subtle and erudite smoking. How we doing? You guys are still feeling a little soft, but I'm pretty sure you are good on that side. So, oh yeah, all right. There you go. She's not shaking anymore. She was shaking.
Yeah,
She's still shaking a little.
At 62, I'm starting to shake a little bit. That's why I'm kind of hanging out by the fire. Well, I'm putting a hurting on this. So I did get it well. I would say that's definitely well. Usually I don't eat stuff well, but you were saying you like your burgers well?
If I order them, it's medium.
Medium?
Yeah. I do enjoy my steaks rare, medium rare.
Yeah.
Happy either way there. Fair, rare.
Oh, you did.
Rare, bear.
You did that steak perfect for me
But
last
the,
night.
the
Amazing.
burger meat, no.
No.
Give it a good cook. You want the temp up a little bit.
Right.
Oh yeah. They're done.
They're done.
They're done. They're kind of a hockey puck thing, but
Oh, don't slide off the edge. All right, now that Stitch's burgers are done, we're gonna go ahead, plate up, and just hang out. All right, we'll bring you back in a while.
oh, now you're filming. He's filming us.
Filming your burger.
It's a burger, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but I missed you.
You're forcing people to watch like a burger eating video.
I missed you
You're not
singing up
gonna-
there,
I'm
putting
not
your
gonna eat
mayo
a
in.
burger on the video.
No, I know you're not. I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah,
But can you
it's
sing your
the
song
weirdest
again?
darn thing.
Can you sing your song again?
No, I can't, because I was like making the burger. That was a great song.
That was a great song.
Maybe one day you'll come back and you will hear the burger song.
The burger song. All right. Feeling good by the fire. Yeah, Stitch has been working the fire, putting logs on, keeping us warm.
I don't know if logs is the correct
Well,
term, but yes.
true.
I've been feeding the fire. I'll say that.
Feeding the fire.
Trying to keep her going. It chilly.
Yeah, it is.
What was the temperature last we checked over there?
52, 58?
58, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I haven't looked at it again since, but it's dropping,
Yeah,
definitely.
it must be at least -20 right now.
Minus 20. Yeah.
No, it's not. If I'm not wearing something on my head, it ain't in my hands.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that cold.
Yeah.
Ruff's got her jacket on,
Yeah.
keeping her warm. She seems to be doing pretty good. Ordinarily, she'd be shaking right now, but she seems very content. I don't think the fire's. I mean, there's some radiant heat coming off of this fire ring, but I don't think it's enough to.
I'm gonna say when that breeze hits my back, I'm feeling I'm gonna get my puffy on soon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Should have got your puffy on a while. I just put my puffy on.
Yeah.
Put your puff daddy on.
Get my puff daddy. I got it over there at the hammock. Yeah. This is a great campsite. I really like it. It's beautiful.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it is a campground, but it's not like a normal, what most people would consider a campground. It's quasi-primitive insofar as it has a picnic bench and a fire ring.
Mm-hmm.
And it does have vault toilets available, but that's it. So there's no electrical hookups, there's no sewage hookups, there's none of that.
Right.
None of that stuff. But I thought we've been up here. We like coming up here to camp. I thought it would be a good. Plus, I had to bring the trailer, so I thought it'd be a good place. Now I was chatting with the camp host and asking about where I wanted to take you on Friday, which was the Crags campground. She says, "Oh, I think they're closed."
Really? Yeah.
And that actually puts a damper on my spirits because that was kind of the penultimate. Get you to, the idea was come out here. You're going to be driving. You'll be at altitude for a little bit, but then get to the house, spend a couple days, get acclimated there.
Yeah.
We're at 9,000 right now. We'd only be going up to 10,000. But as it turns out, even if you came, even if we shot up to Crags today to camp, they would have been closed. So apparently they're already closed, which is really a shame. So we have to figure out our options. Next camp is going to be just hammock camping. So Ruff gets to stay with Mom at home.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to come out here, although
she likes it.
She might. Well, she just likes being.
Yeah.
She's sitting here enjoying the fact I'm petting her.
That's true.
She's warm with this her new coat.
Yeah.
Fancy coat that she has from Finland.
Oh, Finland.
Oh, we ordered it from Finland.
Oh, wow.
It's tailor-made for her.
Oh, nice.
Because that's what we do.
Right.
For a dog. And then.
Well, she's lucky. Yeah, she is.
So yeah, our considerations are. The Crags might still be open, but as I mentioned, the camp host, she's going to check. They're going to check and find out whether or not they decided to close that campground.
But for now,
we call them campground. They're not. We're not talking about huge things.
It's not a KOA.
No, we're talking maybe up there. I think there's maybe 16 to 20 spots that you can possibly camp. Even here, I mean, there's 20 spots to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're 19. Isn't nice? I like this one. It's nice.
Now this worked out well for the camper and for Tony, because some of these, he'd be hanging off of trees where he got out on the wrong side of the bed. He's going for Mr. Tony's wild ride.
I'll be a mile and a half down the hill.
Down the hill, yeah. I think you would be.
Bouncing off trees.
Well, you wouldn't bounce off. You just hit it.
Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that steep. But
yeah. So we're here tonight, and then we'll be doing some camp stuff in the morning.
Yep.
And then kind of
We'll head back.
Okay.
They like you to clear out of here by noon.
All right.
Ordinarily, the way these places, they're reserved spots normally.
Yeah.
Right? And you show up at 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Is the earliest you could show up, and then you got to be out by noon. That gives the camp hosts and the other folks that take care of the campsites, a couple of hours to try to clean out the camp area. If people trash it out, they can pick up the mess, which they should never have to do.
No, right, right.
And then clean out the vault toilets and whatnot. They get those other things, but they can do that whenever.
Right.
But that's that's normally what it is.
So
we were able to come up here. We got up. What time did we arrive? We left at what time did we leave?
It was 11:30. We left
at
10:30. Yeah.
We probably got up here at close to noon.
Yeah, 11:45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah.
That's about the right timing. Which is, if we were reserving a spot, we couldn't do that. But yeah, we got a spot.
Yeah, really nobody. I saw one or two other campers.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
Out of 20 spots out here. So
yeah.
It's very peaceful. I did set up his game cam. I climbed down the hill from here.
Right.
And there was a good wildlife trail
right
down there. And so I set it up, and hopefully now we've been out here 2 weeks ago. We took Ruff for a hike kind of down that way, and we were just deluged with deer.
Oh wow.
Both coming and going. So I'm hoping they may not be up this high, but hopefully.
Oh, you were telling me about the bear, the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bear sighting here, so they just warned people
yeah.
that there's a bear out here. He could be like sitting over in your hammock right now. Right? I can't
Hopefully he's keeping him warm.
Yeah, he warms it up for you.
Right.
Yeah. I've never been too worried about bears.
No.
Because I hiked on the Appalachian Trail, and I saw a bear all the time.
Yeah.
While I was there, and I never had an issue with them. The issues come when they become habituated to hikers, and, as a source of food, and that's kind of what's happened, I'm afraid. And sadly, those guys, they get a little rowdier than they, to a certain extent. They've got to euthanize the bear.
Yeah.
Which, it's all humans' fault.
Right.
In my regard, for habituating the bear in some form or fashion. But, I don't think they are that much out here. For the most part, people are pretty good. I mean, you've gone by the campsites. For the most part, yeah, they're not trashed out.
No, not at all. So, no, it's very, very clean camping area. Nice clear sky. Winds died down kind of pretty good. Hopefully it dies down the rest of the way.
Not blowing super hard in the other direction, so it's doing pretty well. So otherwise, you're enjoying their trip out to Colorado so far?
I am. Like,
You did get a reverse seared steak.
I did. That was
$70 worth of ribeye.
And
for the two of us.
It was amazing. Yeah, and then you did that pulled pork.
Yeah,
that pork butt.
The
pork butt. You smoked that pork butt. So we had that the one day. I don't think I might have a little picture of that. If I do, I'll put it right there. If not, I'm just pointing into the air.
Pointing into the air. Like he just don't care. Waves his hands in the air like he doesn't care.
Just don't care. So, but yeah, Pikes Peak, that was amazing. So that was really, really amazing. And
you were feeling it though.
I was, yeah.
He was was having a bit trouble trying to work cameras and kind of stumbling because his brain was confounded.
I was confused. Yeah, even when I went, I walked up the camera because I still have that little clip somewhere, but I didn't put it in. I was going to put it at the end of that video where I walk up and I go, oh, and yeah, and I turned around to you and I said, I forgot what I'm supposed to say, and it was my Random Adventures 2.0.
Yep.
Yeah, I was confused. Yeah, and then shorter breath at times. You got it, but you said make sure you breathe deep. But I was that year.
Even here,
deep. Yeah, because I did notice. Well, this is 9,000 feet.
Yeah.
I live at 546 feet,
which is almost 9,000 feet.
Yeah.
In some kind of scale.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
No, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a little drier.
Yeah.
Well, a lot drier. Yeah, the air is definitely thinner up here. So, folks that live at altitude have they naturally develop a higher hematocrit level, which is your red blood cell count. And that's just by the virtue of your body goes, well, we need more transport because we don't have enough oxygen. Well, like
Olympics training center.
Yeah.
I saw that last time I was in.
Yeah, it's up
here. Yeah.
So train low, live high. That's the
okay.
Yeah. So go down, train where you maximize your training
because
you got enough oxygen. But recovery, you recover at altitude.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people will drive up like Willem Park or something like that. Some athletes and then stay up there. Some people get these crazy hyperbaric chambers or whatever they're called.
Oh,
Might be hypobaric.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably no. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
The idea being they, put themselves at 10,000 feet for recovery.
Yeah.
And their body will generate more.
That makes
more
sense.
Red blood cells and things to make up for. Hey, you're okay.
Hey, Ruff.
I stopped petting you and you decided I need help.
So we're going to hang out here for just a little bit longer, and then we are going to hit the hay.
And we don't know what we're going to do. Original schedule for Friday. So we're going to have to
improvise, figure it out.
We're leaving you on a cliffhanger is what we're doing. You're on a cliffhanger.
On a cliffhanger. All right.
As I am right now. I'm on a cliff. That was my plan, and now my plan has been thrown asunder. All right. It's still light out, by the way.
It is.
You might not be able to tell from here, but we're looking out west, and there's still a bit of light on the horizon. Just a little bit. So it's going to get darker, and it always looks actually brighter in camera, but I don't know if you guys can see us anymore because the fire's dying down. So well, I got to throw a couple sticks on, but that's it, man. This is it for our sticks.
2 sticks left.
2 sticks left, and
Huh?
What's going on? Walkabout. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
There we go. It'll brighten up a little bit. I don't know where she's going, but she's probably going to pop.
Well, we were sitting by the fire, and it ended so quickly because Ruff got up and wanted to go use the restroom, and the leash caught on the camera and knocked it over. But we sat there for a little while and talked a little bit more. They headed off to bed, and I went over and got my puffy jacket because it is definitely getting colder. Got my hat on and changed hats as well. So I'm starting to feel a little warmer sitting over here by the picnic table and got the fire maple lantern going. That thing's nice. All right, so I've got to grab my headlamp out of my pocket, get that on, and then I will talk to you when I'm over in the hammock, and I'll say lights out. All right, well, talk to you soon. Okay, I am in the hammock for the night. So I got the old Lido bulb here lighting me up. All right, well, it's been a great camp so far. I'm really enjoying hanging out with Stitch and Ruff on this camp. It's just been a real joy. All right, well, Oh, I got the different top quilt here. So this is the top quilt that I'm using. Pulled that out. I do have the under quilt, the ONEWIND under quilt, and also the ONEWIND top blanket. I've got them both underneath of me just for a little extra warmth. Yeah, so it's gonna get chilly tonight. So I do have this and my top quilt, my hat, so I'll be good. Well, you know what we say, lights out. But I want to say good night. Thanks a lot for coming along so far. We'll see you in the morning. And I'm going to, let me turn this off. I'll show you how dark it is. Oh, there's red. There's blinky red. There's light. Okay, there we go. Ah, you can't see them, but man, it's a sky full of stars. Wow. I won't be able to get that on camera. All right. Well, light back on. There we go. All right. Well, I will see you in the morning. Tony 2.0. I can't move my hands. They're cold. All right. Well, good night. Lights out. Now it's dark. I don't know if you can see the moon or not. It's a nice star night. I'm sleeping good. Even though it's getting down there in temperature, I'm nice and toasty. All right, well, going back to bed. I just woke up and looked up and saw the moon. Well, good morning. It is early yet, but you can see the sunrise hitting the trees. I'm going back to bed. I'm not staying up yet, but I just wanted to show you what I'm seeing right now. Waking up in the morning, so you can look across this way. It's coming up. So look straight up. So this was my view this morning. Very nice. All right. I'll talk to you when I actually get up. All right. Good night again. Ruff is laying down here with me while her breakfast is getting ready. It's a good morning there, isn't it, Ruff? Ruff, how did you sleep last night? Did you sleep good? I know I did. That breeze was swinging me in the trees. Yeah, she's a good girl. Ruff's eating her yummy breakfast. And Stitch made me a cup of coffee. Ooh, that's looking good. Plane.
It's circling right now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, it's out on a sightseeing tour and it's flying around the lake.
Oh, really? Oh, they do that? Sightseeing tours?
Well, they're just,
yeah.
no, it's just like if I came out and brought somebody flying, like I'd take them to over the top of Pikes Peak.
Oh, really?
I just kind of climb up and we get over the top and then I'll circle around. Like level with like the visitor center, just kind of goes zooming around.
That's cool. All right. So, well, we are up this morning. Stitch made me a cup of coffee on his jet boil. Oh, that was a good cup of coffee. and Stitch, Ruff came over and got pets this morning very early. Very happy, and I was really happy to see Ruff first thing this morning instead of Stitch.
True. Can't say that I blame you.
No, but this has been a great camp. We're going to go ahead and close it out. And Ruff looking around.
Yes, you heard something.
Yeah. So we've seen some squirrels this morning. And speaking of, Stitch walked down and checked the game cam. Did we have anything?
Apparently not.
No,
sadly.
We didn't.
It was a nice game trail down there, but yeah.
Nothing walked by. That's kind of tough, you know, just one night out and leaving a game cam. But we were hoping, but we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Nope. But it's still been a great camp. And I tell you, very relaxing. So it's been good. It's been good getting to hang out with Stitch and Ruff. Yeah, she is looking for something. All right. Well, she's got a little pep in our step, and we're getting our pep in our step. And, well,
Our peppery step.
peppery step. You want to say anything there, Stitch?
Do I? Cue the music?
Oh, okay. Where's that at? I haven't been here before.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, you see it?
there it is.
All right. Oh, there you go. All right. Well, this has been a really incredible time. And remember, just it's one adventure at a time. Anytime you can get out and have an adventure, especially enjoying it with friends and stuff, and getting to see Ruff has been a great experience. So until next time, Tony, Stitch, and Ruff 2.0 out.